Hi everybody, welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey. Today is Tuesday, October 26, 2021. I am jumping on here today real quick to give you a small update. Show you something that I'm going to be starting, and yeah, that's about it. So I showed you last time I was going to be starting this holiday gnome, and it's a free pattern, but for this I decided not to use red or green just in case I wanted it sitting out a little longer. So it was with a 4mm or a G hook, and it was supposed to be 10-inch eyes, but mine were a little smaller. The container that I purchased off Amazon, the sizes aren't marked, so I just grabbed, and then once I put them in and finished it, I realized that they were a little smaller than the pattern. But anyways, I don't know if this looks like a gnome or a different colored piece of candy corn. But yeah, so here's my gnome. This is darker than what it's showing up. This is Joann's Big Twist in Varsity Blue. And this was just a Millen White, scrap of Red Heart Red. Again, these were supposed to be 10mm, but they're smaller than that, and they don't look quite even though they're in the same row. And then this button, they have a bigger one, but I didn't have any in the color. And then I kind of poke in the bottom so that he'll sit. So real easy, whipped up like nothing. I got through the pattern without any technical difficulties. What would be cool is to maybe go up in hook size and make these bigger and have a couple sitting around. Also, if you noticed in the pattern, it called for like a fun fur trim, and I didn't have any, so I just left him as he is. But yeah, little stuffing. I keep poking the bottom in because otherwise he'll fall over. So that is it. So this is my holiday gnome, but he's in blue, and he'll sit out for a little bit. If I have the time, I might make, like I said, a bigger one. See if it's any easier, or I'll just find another pattern for a bigger one, because I don't know why mine looks like a candy corn. But anyways, so then I decided to start a dishcloth. There is a very talented lady on YouTube. Her first name is Tina, and I'm not gonna get her last name right, but Thorvadar. Yeah, probably saying that wrong. But the spelling of the last name is Thorvaldar. Again, first name Tina. She is so talented. I bought 3 of her mosaic patterns, and what I'm thinking is, her blankets are huge, and each section is a different pattern. So I think I'm going to pick one come January and my goal will be to do a section per month, so that way by December of next year I'll have a finished blanket, and this way I won't be pressuring myself, because I mean these blankets look like they're queen size, like super huge. So she did her tutorial in acrylic, but I wanted to, one, make another dishcloth towards Christmas gifts, but then two, practice on a smaller scale. So I used cotton and a 4.5 millimeter hook. And the first one I grabbed was Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Sea Breeze, which this is a 4 weight cotton, and it's a kitchen cotton. You know, you wouldn't want to be wearing this. And then I grabbed Premier Home Cotton in white. So when you do the mosaic, it's, I don't know if they're all 2 colors, but I'm just learning and practicing. So for this particular one, it's 2 colors. And she did have, like, you can make your own little purse and stuff using this pattern, and she changed the colors every row, but this was like for a beginner. So it was a beginner tutorial part 1, and this pattern is called Apache Tears. And it's a multiple of 6 plus 3. And you have to remember that for the mosaic crochet, your single crochet is in the back loop only. And then your double crochet is you're going down 1 row. And then the front and back, well, first and last stitches are under both loops. Anyways, she's a really great teacher. So this is what I have so far. And I know with the lighting, the colors aren't coming true to color, but I still have my ends. She says don't worry about your ends, because she teaches you how to do the border and hide all this. This, you always start on the right too if you're right-handed, left if you're left-handed. You never turn it. So I've just been working over my ends on this side. So, and if you can see the texture of, you know, the lines going down, and I'm guessing that's how they got it named Apache Tears. So yeah, I figured this was a good width for the dishcloth. Now I'm just working on the length. And then on the back side, it's flat, and you are able to count your rows a lot easier. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So this is 17 rows. So I'm thinking maybe double this size and then put a border on it, and I'll call this done. If I'm not feeling the border with all these hanging, because I'm not sure, like, isn't that going to be kind of bulky? I mean, I could just weave these in. I don't know. This one's a trial and error. I know first starting out, I've got some crazy wackiness going on down here. I don't know what happened. But, you know, like I said, it's a good practice, but this is beautiful. I love it. It's textured. It's coming out awesome. So a blanket would be really nice. So next time I come on, this will be finished. I'll let you know what I figured about the tails and the border. So there's that. I also started the last Christmas blanket that I need done by Christmas in the Bernat blankets. And for the Victoria's German Shell blanket by Jana Martinez, I am on row 41 of 51 as far as the pattern goes. I just started skein 3, and I will decide once I reach 51 if I'm going to keep going in the repeats to use up all 4, or eventually I want to do like something with bobble stitches and stuff, so maybe I'll save the 4th skein for that. Like, I don't know till I get there. Like, I can't make up my mind until I'm in the moment. And then the last thing I have to show is a wearable I'm going to be starting for myself. Now, this was a paid for pattern on Etsy, and her name is Crazy Cool Crochet on YouTube. The pattern was $4.99 on Etsy, but totally worth it because she gives you the sizes from small, medium, large, extra large, and 1X. And this is called the Crazy Cool Crochet Long Cardigan in bands of red. Hope you can see that with the light. But because we're going in, well, we're in fall, going into winter, even though red's my favorite color, I didn't want to do this in red. So I picked out 4 colors, like with a wine color, a gray, threw in a couple other ones. I walked back after an hour and I'm like, yeah, not really feeling that. So then I swapped out some more colors, walked away, came back for an hour, tweaked it a little bit, came back the next morning, and I'm like, okay, this is the combination I'm going to use. So this 5mm hook, 4-weight acrylic yarn. The most color you need for the first main color is 1,200 yards. So that was my first challenge, was to look at my yarn and in the color palette that I decided I wanted to do and say, okay, which one do I have 1,200 yards? Because she's saying 1,200 yards for a small. I'm not a small, so I wanted to make sure if I needed that extra buffer, I was going to have it. So the first color, my main color I decided to go with was from Big Twist, the Big Twist Value. It's a medium 4, says the 5mm hook. This has 371 yards in it, 100% acrylic, and this is called Dark Denim. What is that? I don't know. So this is darker than it's showing. It almost has a purpley tint to it, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I should have turned the overhead light off. But so that's the dark denim. And so I have 4 skeins of this. Well, 2 of the skeins are in this band. The other 2, same color, of course, different lot number, and it's the newer, I think it's the newer Big Twist band. But if you hold them 2 up together, they're different shades. So yes, they're the same color and it's my main color, but I have 2 of this and 2 of the other. So worst case, the way you see the striping, if I have to end using these 2 so that it's even, I'll just switch to the other two so that it looks like 5 colors instead of 4. So I have a plan. Alrighty, then I needed 2 colors with 300 yards each, and then a 4th color with 100 yards. So the other color, the one for the 300, I believe I'm going to go with Big Twist Value. This is 380 yards in medium gray. And I do have another one of those, but it says 300, so it should be fine. Then this one is okay, denim blue. It threw me off a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. So not sure if you can get the true color. So dark denim, denim blue, medium gray, and then the one that you need 100 yards of, I'm going to do Premier Basic, which this is, feels a little bit softer, but this is color Azure, A-Z-U-R-E. So this is going to be the cardigan, those 4 colors together. And again, the dark denim is a little bit different, so you are going to pick up on it, and it's going to look like there's 5 colors. So I figured if this is a easy pattern to follow, which it should, I'm assuming, because I haven't started it yet, that you could make this shorter, like maybe mid-thigh. So I'm gonna do the first one true to pattern, and then see, because I'm thinking you could just measure from your mid-thigh to up here, you know, and then make it smaller. But you know me and patterns, I shouldn't be assuming. So yeah, I'm going to start that this week as well. So that is all I have for today. I just wanted to show you that I finished my candy corn gnome and that I did start the mosaic, which I'm super excited about. I'm excited about everything I'm working on. There's just not enough time in the day, but thank you to my new subscribers. It is awesome having you follow me along on this journey, and I appreciate my other subscribers putting up with me and liking my videos and following what I'm doing. I love the conversation, and it helps me find new channels, getting new subscribers, so it's great. So that is it, and thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.